Holy moly, guys. Talk about a rocky day for the stock market today, man. Holy crap. We have a lot to get into. Of course, we're going to talk about the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell. We're going to break down the stock market as a whole, the S&P, the NASDAQ, SPY, Triple Q. We're going to take a look at the chart. So let's just dive into it, guys. And by the way, if you all find value, smash that like button. And of course, make sure to subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And with that being said, cheers, guys. Of course, stay hydrated as always. And let's dive right into the video. So check it out, guys. SPY ended up going up around 0.1% on the day. It went up around, let me see, 30 cents or 50 cents. I can't even see that, guys. Holy crap, my vision is awful. Yeah, 52 cents on the day. We had the NASDAQ go up about 0.7%, so good day for the Qs. And we had, let me see, the Dow went down 0.7 as we had the Russell down 1.2%. And the VIX went down around 5%, which is pretty crazy, guys. So mixed bag overall in the stock market today. We had small caps get hit, the Dow got hit, but tech did well, and we had the S&P pretty much break even, more towards the green, up 0.1%. So you guys can see when we got the FOMC statement, Powell started, well, I guess when Powell started speaking, we saw a bit of a spike, but initially we saw a massive drop. SPY went from around 437.40 roughly all the way down to about 433.50. That's a drop of 0.8, almost 0.9% in the span of around 10-15 minutes. And we saw Triple Q, let me see here, even though it went up 0.7% on the day, this thing got destroyed between 2 p.m. and around 2:20 p.m. on the East Coast. It went from around, let's see, 364.30 down to about 360.4, so that was a drop of over 1%, and then of course it recovered, and we ended up going up on the day, but initially we saw a huge drop, and then again, that V-shaped recovery, which, man, that looks so strong on Triple Q, guys. Look at the bulls. They got hit midday at 2 p.m., more towards the end of the day. Then we ended up getting that, big move. We actually took the highs out from earlier in the day, pre-market, after market, and from yesterday as well, I believe. Let me pull this up on the 5-day. Yeah, we're at a fresh high on the 5-day on Triple Q, and probably at, on SPY as well. I think the pre-market high, that intraday high we hit at around 11 a.m. That took us to a new high on SPY on the 5-day as well. Pretty crazy. So when it comes down to Jerome Powell, the Federal Reserve, what's going on with rates? Well, let's just dive into that part of the video right now. As I'm sure you guys know, and we talked about in this video, we had the FOMC statement today, the press conference, and we got a little bit more insight on what the Fed's looking to do, their stance on rates, and so forth. So right off the bat, guys, they're going to be maintaining the current spot or the current federal funds rate that is right now, which is between 5 and 5.25%, right? That's what it was last meeting after they hiked the interest rates, and that's where it's going to remain for this meeting as of now, and that means they're pausing rate hikes as of now. We'll talk more about that here in a second. And actually, guys, this is the Federal Reserve's first pause, I believe, in over a year or close to a year and a half, ending a string. They just ended a string of 10 consecutive rate increases that stretches back 15 months. So yeah, almost a year and a half. Not quite, about more like a year and a quarter or a year and a third. Either way, over a year that they've done rate increases. Now they're pausing. They're not cutting, obviously, anytime soon. We all know that at this point. But they're pausing for now. And the thing is, guys, nearly all committee participants, listen to this, guys, and this came straight out of Jerome Powell's mouth, right? They expect that it will be appropriate to raise rates somewhat further by the end of the year. So essentially what that means is, wait a second, yes, you heard it right, we could get more rate hikes at some point later this year, whether it's next meeting, maybe, in September, maybe in, October, November, December, at some point later this year. I don't know. I mean, we still have about 6 months left. So that was a big takeaway from today, guys. The fact that we could see more hikes. And of course, it's not going to be, at least I don't think, it's not going to be anything crazy like, oh, we're going to get to 8% on the Fed funds rate or 7.5. We might get to 5.75. We might get to 5.5. We might get to maybe 6%, which would be probably a little bit more than expected from what I remember, in terms of their projections from all the FOMC participants. Either way, guys, we're going to see potentially, more hikes later this year at some point. And Powell said at this meeting, considering how far and fast we've moved, we judged it prudent to hold the target range steady to allow the committee to assess additional information and its implications for monetary policy, yada, yada, yada. That goes back to what I said, that the, rates are going to be paused for now, guys. And Powell also said, quote, inflation pressure continues to run high, and the process of getting inflation back down to 2% has a long way to go. Think about it, guys. Just based off that statement, why would they cut rates anytime soon? And, that's why they're opening up the possibility to them raising rates even more, because you have to realize, think about it right now, guys. What's CPI at? 4%? And in reality, it's probably more than that based on things they don't count in the CPI. So probably more like, 5, 6, 7, whatever it's at. Let's say 4%. Think about it. If they want to get inflation back to 2% on average, right, what are they going to have to do? They're going to have to get inflation, the CPI, under 2% for quite some time. Is that even possible at this point? I don't even know, guys. Think about the way averages work. We were way over that 2% threshold for quite some time. We're still above it. Now to get the average back to 2% or 2.5%, it's going to have to go under 2% for quite some time. Is that even possible? Again, I don't see that happening, so at least anytime soon. So for that reason, they're going to have to keep these rates up. And, they're not going to cut them or, bring them down anytime soon. Again, they're probably going to increase them at some point later this year. So the markets took that, digested that, and we saw a bit of a run into close. Like I said, guys, we saw SPY, rebounding at around 434, 435. Then we saw a nice rally to about 437 at close. And we saw Triple Q, again, do that same thing essentially. We got a nice rally into close. And you guys can see a lot of stocks did well today. I mean, a lot of big tech crushed it. We had, NVIDIA up. What else is new, right? NVIDIA went up another 4.5%, actually more like 5%. We had Shopify up on the day. Stocks like AMD absolutely crushed it today. We had Nike up a ton today, up almost 6%. Big move for Nike. Big tech, you name it. Meta, right? We had Meta up 0.75%, pretty good day. Google, let's see. Google actually broke even. Apple went up 0.3% on the day. Amazon went down 0.2%, so pretty much at break even. We had Microsoft, let's see, up around 1%. So yeah, pretty good day overall for the big dogs out there, big tech. But the Russell on the flip side did not do so well, down 1.2% on the day. So that's it for the video, guys. I'm going to wrap it up there. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe. And before you guys click off, take advantage of the Moomoo promo that's running right now. And mind you, that's limited time. And it's by far, in my opinion, the best promo they've ever ran. And honestly, it's not even an opinion. It's a fact at this point. Look, if you deposit at least $100 using that link down below, you get a free share of C3AI stock right off the bat, which is right around $40 per share right now. And that's exclusive to this channel, and you get 5 more stocks, each up to $2,000. That's 6 stocks. And if you fund your account with at least $1,000, guys, on top of those 6 stocks, you get 10 more stocks, totaling 16 stocks. And if you fund your account with at least $5,000, oh man, you get another free share of either Tesla stock or Google stock, guaranteed, on top of all those stocks that we just talked about. So 17 stocks, which again, guys, is by far the best promo right now. So if you want some free money and you want to help out the channel, use that Moomoo link down below. And with that being said, cheers, guys. I'll catch you all in the next video.